Okay, so if we look at number 3, I got g of x minus h of x. So we're going to say g, which is x minus 4, minus h of x. Okay, and I'm going to put that 1 in front of there. My h is going to be x squared plus 4. Okay, and then I'm going to distribute that negative 1, huh?
Okay.
Then move.
Where? Right here.
And I got x minus 4 minus 1x squared minus 4. What can we combine? The two 4s, okay? I can't combine this with this, okay, because he's got an x2 and he's got just an x. So it's going to look like x minus 1x squared minus 8, okay? We can combine those two. Okay, 5 is probably the hardest out of the bunch because it's the multiplication one, okay? So you're going to write them both in parentheses. So I got negative 2x squared minus 3 times my f, which is 3x minus 1. Okay, my first piece in this first one needs to get multiplied by every piece in the second one. Okay, so negative 2 times 3 is going to give me negative 6 x to the what? How many x's?
2.
More than 2. He's got 2. How many's he got? So it's going to be 3. Negative 2 times negative 1 is going to give me a positive 2. How many x's? 2. Okay, and then I also need to take everything from the second piece and multiply it by both of those. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Boom, boom. Okay, so negative 3 times 3 is going to give me negative 9. And from here to here, I got 1x. Negative 3 times negative 1 is going to be a positive 3. What can we combine? Nothing, and that's okay. Okay, one's got an x3, the other one's got an x2, the other one's just got an x, and the other guy's got no x's. So this is going to be our answer. There is nothing for us to combine. Okay, if you did your sheet yesterday and you did the other half, quite a few of you got this one wrong. Not this specific one, but the division one wrong. Okay, which one's going to go on top? G, okay, so it should be 3n minus 1. You put the other one on top, okay? So make sure you slow down a little bit and put the G over the H, okay? And it was just must have been an error of so half, because normally you guys do it right. This is one of the easier ones. So, number 9, we're going to start with what function first?
H.
Yeah, we start with the H. Okay, so my H is x squared plus 4x. And what am I plugging in everywhere for the x?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. So it's going to look like negative 9 squared plus 4 times negative 9. Okay, so plug that in your calculator, see what you get. Did you find it? Okay, plus 4. See, we have an x. So everywhere there's an x, we're putting in that number. So negative 9.
What the fuck?
You type that in your calculator. What'd you get? Somebody else, what'd you guys get? 45. You need parentheses.
What?
45. My last class must have done it wrong. They got like 170 something.
I just got 117.
45. Okay, now we're going to plug that into what function?
The G.
The G. Okay, and my G is 3x. And instead of the x, what am I putting in that spot? 45. What is 3 times 45?
Wait, I think it's 117. Because without the negative 9, it's 45.
I don't know. 135? Let me see your calculator. You gotta put the parentheses around that negative, and you need a negative 9 in here. Okay, write each expression in radical form. Okay, so we definitely need the radical. What's gonna be our big number? 2. Which one's gonna go on the inside? The 5, and outside? 4. What are we not allowed to put on the inside? 1. What are we not allowed to put on the outside? 2. And a lot of you guys did yesterday, okay? So I didn't mark it wrong, but I did draw you a little thing and said, no, don't put the 2 on the outside, okay? 13, they want you to write this one in exponential form. What is going to be our big number? 10. What's going to go on top?
1.
Bottom?
2.
2. Can I scroll? Okay, 15. That's why I rely on you guys. What are some factors of 256? 2 and what? 128. 128. Yeah, it gets type in.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 2.
2 and 64. 64. 2 and 32. 32. 2 and 16. We got 2 and 8. 2 and 4. 2 and 2. A lot of 2s there, okay? So make sure you do it correctly. Okay, so go through and group them. We're doing a group of 2.
Got 4 groups of 2.
You got 4? Somebody agree with that?
Yeah.
3, 4. Okay, so our radical is going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 2s on the outside. Who can't go? They can all go. Okay. And then I got 2 x's. How many of those guys can go? One group of them, so we're going to say x. And then I got 4 y's. How many of those can go? Both of them. So we're going to have y. So what is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2?
8.
It is not 8.
Wait,
Watch your mouth.
So, oh, right.
16.
16? Okay, you're saying 2 times 4 because there's 2 of them. 16x what? Y squared. Okay, and you can draw the house if you want to, but you certainly don't need to, okay?
Right? Oh, so we don't have to put that part.
No, you do not.
Oh.
There's nobody left in the house, so there's no point. I'll help you in just a minute, okay? Okay, 17. Are insides the same?
Yes.
Yes, so that means we can combine the outside. Okay, so what is negative 3 plus 2? Negative 1, and we're going to keep the inside the same, which is a square root of 5. Okay, 19. Are our insides the same?
No.
No, okay, and the 27, it has to be a 2, 3, 5, 7, okay? Because it's not, you need to draw the little arrows and do your little simplifying. So, you're going to get 3 and 9, 3 and 3, okay? So, I'm going to drop this negative 2 down. What is this 27 going to become? What's going to go where?
It's going to become 3.
So, a group of 3s can go. Who can't go? The other 3. And then we're going to drop this other stuff down. Negative 2, square root of 3. Okay, what are we going to get for this outside? Negative 6. Okay, now, it's just like what before. Is our insides the same? Yes, so then we can put the outsides together. So what is negative 6 minus 2? Negative 8, square root 3. Can I scroll? Okay, 21, multiplication. Okay, all you do is you're gonna multiply them together. So we can put these under the same. 10 times 12. What is 10 times 12?
120.
120. So we have 120. Okay, and then we're gonna factor that. So what are some factors of 120?
260.
Huh?
260.
2 and 60? 60. 230? 30. 215? 15? 35. So who can go?
A good 2 can go. That's it.
A set of twos can go. Who can't go?
That other 2 and that 3.
2, 3, 5. Okay, and what is 2, 3, 5?
30.
30. Okay, so we say 2 times 3 times 5, which is 30. Okay, 23 is also multiplication. So you can multiply the insides together, multiply the outsides together. So what is negative 5 times 4? Negative 20. Okay, and then now multiply the insides together. 8 times 8. 64. What's the square root of 64? This one's a perfect root. If it's not, make your little tree just like you normally would. Okay, what's the square root of 64? 8. So it's going to be 20. 8, square root of nothing. So what's 20 times 8? Let me show you guys a hack. What's 2 times 8? 16, and then add a 0. So 160. Okay, the dividing radicals. Okay, you're just going to put them underneath the same. So what does 8 over 100 simplify to be? What's 8 over 100? Type it on your calculator. Hit the fraction button. Two over 25?
2 over 5. It's 2 over 25.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then now that we have this simplified, you can write it like this. Square root 2, square root 25. Okay, well, does the square root of 2 simplify? No, remember 2, 3, 5, 7. You gotta leave it alone. Okay, so that's still gonna be a square root of 2. What about a square root of 25? Does that simplify? Yeah, it's just 5.
So that's why I said 2 5 on calculator.
Probably. And the calculators are good because they will show you the answer. So you can use that to check it, but you still have to show all the work. If you don't show the work, then I'm not giving it to you because I know that you can just cheat and do it on the calculator. Some of them you can't, but. Okay, 27. We're going to do it the same way. So I got 4 over 3 square root of 15 over 125. Does 15 over 125 simplify? To what? Okay, so it's going to look like 4 over 3 square root 3 square root 25. Okay, does the square root of 3 simplify? No. So on the top, we're going to have 4 square root 3. On the bottom, we still got that 3. What is the square root of 25? It's 5. Okay, what do you do with these, you think? Multiply them. Okay, so it's going to be 4 square root 3 over 15. Did it? Good. Okay, 29. It's the last section on here. Okay, it's about solving with radicals. Okay, what needs done first?
Square both.
We can square both of them because there's nothing on the outside. So we're going to say squared and squared. Okay, on this side you're going to get x minus 1 equals 25.
Plus 1.
And then we're going to add 1. Good.
Miracle, you really said
Okay, 31, what needs done first?
Minus 6.
Minus 6, minus 6. Okay, so we get 9 equals square root of 28x minus 3. Square both sides. So we get 81 equals 28x minus 3.
Plus 3.
Okay, and I know some of you guys really struggle with these because of the order. Okay, let me tell you something. The x, the piece that's with the letter, that's the very last thing you should move. Always, always. Okay? You have to move everything else before you can move that. Okay? What is that? Maybe 3 or 2? 3? Okay, you guys got 16 to do. Get them done and then put in the box back there. You got plenty of time.